That is some terrible... Ooh, we're in a weird lighting situation. So, as per usual with these backyard videos, we may have the AC going, we may have planes flying over, but we're gonna carry on. And right now we have weird shadows on my face as well. Today we're gonna talk about the Powershot V1 again. I know if you're tired of listening to me yap about this Powershot V1, I apologize. If you're interested in the Powershot V1, stick around and listen to the video. But I'll start with this. Have you guys seen that video of actor Elijah Wood talking about sandwiches? I think he's doing an interview and they're asking him like this sandwich or that sandwich or this sandwich or that sandwich.
Club sandwich or banh mi?
Banh mi, dude.
Banh mi or meatball sub?
Banh mi.
Banh mi or Italian sub?
Banh mi.
Banh mi.
Ooh. Or Italian sub? Banh mi. Banh mi. It's the best. It's like one of the greatest sandwiches of all time.
Which I agree with. I love banh mi. The reason I bring that up is the Powershot V1 to me is kind of like the banh mi of cameras, if you will. So the reason I bring up Elijah Wood comparing the banh mi to all other sandwiches is that for me, the Powershot V1 is the banh mi of cameras. Because ever since I got this thing like a year ago, I've been comparing it to everything else I've tried. You know, the Powershot G7X, the Sony ZV-1, Fujifilm X106, all of which I have filmed with and took photos with and tried out. Nothing really compares to the Powershot V1. And not because it has the best image quality or it has the best feature set, just because as a whole, how everything works together, there's nothing else that's comparable. I mean, you got a micro four thirds sensor, 16 to 50 zoom lens, which pretty much has all the range you would need for everyday shooting. Like for me, if I'm doing street photography, like still photography, I like to zoom the lens into 50 millimeters and shoot in shutter priority based on what kind of action I'm filming. If I want to slow the shutter down, I can slow it way down and get some motion blur. If I want real sharp images where I want to freeze the image, I can crank my shutter up high and let the aperture just adjust. And for video, I mean, this thing shoots 10-bit C-Log 3, easy to grade. It's probably the easiest log that I've graded of all the log footages that I've tried. And not to mention that the built-in mic is pretty good, which everything you're listening to right now is from the built-in mic in auto mode as a motorcycle goes by. So you can let me know how this sounds. The reason I've been preferring filming with the Powershot versus even like the extra muse that I have in the Pocket 4 is because the 16mm lens is a lot easier to like frame yourself when you're holding a camera like this. So like with the Pocket 4 and the extra muse, it's a 20mm lens, so you do still have to kind of push it out there to, you know, get everything in frame. Whereas I can keep my arm bent and I can get this whole thing in there. Sorry, there's a plane going by. So basically I wanted to come out in the backyard and film this little video talking about the Powershot V1, in that pretty much every point and shoot camera that's come out in the last 5 or 6 years nothing really compares to the Powershot V1. I mean, this is it. This is all you need. Also, on a side note, any of you out there place that pre-order deposit for the Extra Muse 2 Pro and then get that email saying that it's canceled? I did. That's fine though, because I have the Extra Muse and the Pocket 4, and those are, you know, the gimbal cameras that I use. But for the most part, the Powershot V1 gives a much better image, in my opinion. And something about, even when you're walking with like a traditional camera-shaped camera and not a gimbal camera, I feel like the minor shake and the motion that you get like in your surroundings, it's a lot more reminiscent of like 2014, 2015 like vlog style videos, which I enjoy. Whereas the gimbal style cameras, you know, you get that floaty image. Yes, it is much more stable, but there's something a little bit unnatural about it. And I've been enjoying having a little bit more imperfection in the walking and talking shots that I get with the Powershot V1. That may not be for you. I mean, maybe you want that floaty, like clinically perfect stabilization as you walk around, but for me, I like a little bit of the shake. Not so much where it gives your viewers like motion sickness, but just to make it look a little more natural. That's all I got for today. It's hot out here. I want to finish up this video. The Powershot V1, the banh mi of point and shoot cameras. The best sandwich, the best camera.